And at the end of the third,
get ready for your Wizard Girl.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. The Clippers shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. So for the Clippers right now, inside it's Griffin and Jordan. Jay out there with Chris Paul. And it's Navarro. In at the 3 slot.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Temple. No one near him. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And here's Los Angeles. Here's Navarro. He kicks to Jordan. No luck.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Here's Porter. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 5 rebounds tonight. The pass to Navarro. Inside. Reverses. It's blocked. And here we go. The Wizards fast break. And Temple kicks to Oubre. Pass to Temple. Right wing. Here's Porter. Rebound by the Clippers. Clutch has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Navarro, the pass to Griffin. From down in the low post, it goes.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And Temple kicks to Blair. And there's the foul. It's on Clutch.
And one thing about the NBA, there are a ton of siblings currently playing in the league. Some on the same team, some on opposing sides, but there must be over a half a dozen sets of siblings.
Off the inbound pass. That one goes. Count it. Temple's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance.
Woo. Showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? Man, oh man.
Does he ever?
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points. And guys, one thing that was obvious to me, last year the Wizards really matured as a team. I mean, they played as if they expected to win instead of a group kind of coming into their own. I thought they just showed a lot more composure and maturity on the court.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Griffin's shot is off.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
As you said, the Wizards did look more mature last year on the floor with their play. They made sure to add veterans to achieve that, Greg.
And not just any veteran, but a future Hall of Famer in Paul Pierce. I mean, his presence on the team, I think, really is what propelled them to achieve new heights. And it also went beyond just Paul Pierce. That roster had a combined 490 playoff games. And that playoff veteran leadership, I felt, really helped this young core to grow.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Here's Temple, defended by Paul. And taken away by Paul.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick. And what good work there to get in the way of it.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside. You know, it hasn't always been the case in the NBA, but parity is at a great spot right now. Every team can compete for a title or end up last in their conference, it seems. It's something the NBA wanted and ultimately now has achieved.
And speaking of NBA parity, it's impossible to go from last to first in a single year, but it can happen in a 3-year span.
And that's all you really want from a fan's perspective, hope. To illustrate the parity, all 4 teams in the conference finals from last year were different from the year before.
You know, you work hard all season, Greg, to try and get into the playoffs, then get a favorable first-round matchup. How about the Clippers last year? Followed those steps. They're rewarded with the first-round matchup against the defending champions of the league, the San Antonio Spurs.
And not only were the Spurs the defending champions, but they came in playing terrific basketball down the stretch, which is kind of what they are noted for. And the Clippers, though, did well, even though that was the case.
And good on the basket. Book it.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Wall against ball. Gooden dishes to Brewer. Nice ball movement by Washington. They set the pick. Clock at 6. Griffin with the steal. Jacks up a 3, and he gets it to go. And it's 37 points for Jay.
Boy, I tell you, it was a tough road for the Clippers in the playoffs. They get by the Spurs in round 1 in a 7-game emotional series, then immediately have to go up against the Rockets in round 2.
Jordan the screen. Griffin's shot is off.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the...
Oh, nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks.
I tell you
there.
what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
And another miss by Washington. The Clippers have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Here's Navarro. The stupendous finish in traffic. Jay's got it, got 39.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top. And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And Brewer kicks to Nene. And it's blocked by Jordan. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
And that's just a risky play to make a heave like that. Not worth it.
Gortat's checked in for the Wizards. Sessions comes in for John Wall. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket. Sessions doing a nice job that time.
The Clippers have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Paul passes to Navarro. And he gets it to go. Jay's got it, got 41.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Griffin on the double team. It's stolen. Here's Paul. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Chris Paul.
Paul's got 22 points. Brewer dishes to Sessions. Shoots off the step back. The Clippers grab the miss. Jay's got 8 rebounds in this game. Paul for 3. Gortat comes up with the rebound. They're running. Here's Oubre. On the wing, Brewer. Wide open look. Good.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And the Clippers call time here
You know, another point of contention between every NBA fan is whether or not the age restriction is a good thing. Some want it increased, others want it gone altogether. You know, for me, it's a matter of whether or not you as a team feel that that player can make an impact on your roster.
Drew Gooden has checked in for Washington. Temple comes in for Brewer.
Almost intimidating defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
And there are arguments, Clark, on both sides for the NBA and the age restriction it has currently right now. Having one seems to have helped the level of play overall, but I think there's some improvements that can be made.
Yeah, with the D-League coming into its own, though, Kevin, the discussion has opened up again. NBA teams used to not have a place for high school players. The D-League could serve in that regard now. But having a restriction is something that I think has helped the NBA. I actually would like to see it be 20 years old.
Me too. And the thing, Greg, about Marcin Gortat, he's not a high flyer. He's not a super flexible athlete. But he's one of the best centers in the league because he's tough. And he's worked hard on developing his skills. And he always hustles.
Yeah, and he fights for position down low. A terrific screener, does a lot of that dirty work. And he's also very good at passing the basketball. You know, a lot more skilled, particularly in the pick and roll, than maybe people give him credit for. He can hurt a defense in a surprising number of ways.
Talking about Gortat, he was a late second-round draft choice in 2005. His first 4 years in the league, highly underwhelming. Now, over the last 4 years, he's averaged around 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per game. Those are good numbers.
Oubre kicks to Sessions. To the right side. 5 on the clock. And another miss by Washington. The Clippers shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Clippers.
You're right.